Think Like a Monk Summary by Jay Shetty. The secret of how to harness the power of positivity and be happy now. Story shot number 1. Jay met a monk while at college. Shetty had a friend in college who asked him to attend a session with a monk. At the time, Shetty was reluctant. He did not believe the monk would know anything he did not already understand about the world. He still agreed to attend this lecture with his friend. To his surprise, he was immediately inspired by the monk. He was shocked by the passion with which the monk spoke about the importance of service. Shetty was so impressed he asked to meet the monk personally and eventually made the decision to become a monk. He is not expecting readers to become monks. He would like them to think like a monk. Story shot number 2. Create deliberate values to form your identity. Our identity is like a mirror covered in dust. We have no idea who we are, what we want to be, who we seek, and what we want to value. This is due to the dust that obscures our vision. Shetty explains that cleaning your mirror will not be a pleasant experience. That said, only once you have removed the dust obscuring your mirror can you see your true reflection. Removing the dust allows you to see who you truly are. Shetty distinguishes between detachment and attachment. Attachment is wanting something to happen in a particular way. Detachment occurs when you want something to happen in the best way. The problem with attachment is that you think you know the best way. Story shot number 3. Pursue higher values. Shetty describes 2 types of values with differing outcomes. He encourages readers to pursue higher values, including gratitude, service, truthfulness, and compassion. These higher values are what will give you happiness, fulfillment, and meaning. In comparison, Jay Shetty suggests readers avoid lower values. Examples of common lower values include greed, lust, anger, and envy. The outcome of these lower values is a combination of anxiety, depression, and suffering. Story shot number 4. Use mistakes as fuel to create protective shields. You need to learn to encourage a culture of compassion, specifically self-compassion and self-forgiveness. Choosing this approach rather than dwelling on negative actions can have a significant impact on your life. Instead of beating yourself up about your mistakes, you should be trying to build the muscles to help you be resilient. If you feed your resilience effectively, then you will be happy irrespective of what life brings you. You need to put on your protective shield. You should not walk onto the battlefield of life without doing your training and shielding. Story shot number 5. Use sights, scents, and sounds to tackle life's struggles. Think about the first thing you see in the morning. Studies suggest 80% of people see their phone before their partner in both the morning and evening. Make the first thing you see in the morning a quote you love, a work of art that inspires you, or a picture of your family that means a lot to you. Making these things the first thing you see in the morning will help you pause and think. Looking at your phones first means you start your day by reacting to other people's agendas. Shetty talks about the power of smell. There is a reason that spas use smells like lavender and eucalyptus. These scents help create positivity and relaxation that helps protect you from negativity. Story shot number 6. Spot, stop, and swap. Addressing negativity involves awareness, addressing, and amending. Shetty then breaks these 3 actions down into 3 simple S's: spot, awareness; stop, addressing; and swap, amending. This is the way that Stoics use to approach negativity. Firstly, you need to learn to spot negative thoughts as they arise. Once you have spotted the negative thoughts, you can start considering how you can stop them. For example, are these negative thoughts associated with a specific environment or activity? Finally, you should swap the time you spend within these negative environments with something productive. Upgrade this time to an action that can be associated with a higher purpose. Story shot number 7. Fear is driven by attachment and control. According to Shetty, the root cause of fear is an obsession with attachment and control. Therefore, the cure for fear is detachment. Detachment is not that you own nothing, but that nothing owns you. Detachment does not mean you should be indifferent to life and the things around you. Instead, you should completely avoid letting objects control your decisions. These objects are called preferred indifferent. It is acceptable to prefer having these things in your life. That said, you do not need these things to be happy. Story shot number 11. Stop feeding your mind with negative information. Shetty explains his experiences as a monk helped him quickly learn that our minds influence our values. We are not our minds, but our mind is a vehicle for deciding what is important to us. Your mind is fed by the movies you watch, the music you hear, the books you read, the TV shows you binge, and the people you follow online and offline. The more you are absorbed by negative sources, including troubling news and gossip, the more your values are tainted with envy, judgment, competition, and discontent. Story shot number 12. Start feeding your mind with positive thoughts. One way to ensure you are feeding your mind with positive thoughts is to observe and evaluate. Then, integrate space, stillness, and silence into your life. When you tune out the opinions, expectations, and obligations of the world, you can begin to hear yourself. Silence allows you to start differentiating between outside noise and your voice. In the modern world, people are often scared of being still and alone with their thoughts. So, we fill our days to the brim. This means we are too busy to listen to our thoughts. In fact, certain studies have found that people would rather give themselves an electric shock than spend 15 minutes with no distractions. Story shot number 13. Be present with those most important to you. The heart of all challenges in relationships is diagnosing what we are asking for and what we need. Most of us are asking for something from relationships that we don't actually need. From Shetty's time coaching people on their relationships, the most common thing that people want from their partner is time. Just being in the same area as your partner is not spending time with them, though. For example, suppose one of you is sitting on their phone and the other is watching TV. In this instance, you are not truly spending time together. So, Jay outlines 3 ways that you can genuinely spend time with people you care about. 1. Presence. 2. Attention. 3. Intimacy. Story shot number 14. Use Harvard's emotional vocabulary to make yourself clearer. Shetty also provides guidance on better diagnosing how you feel and articulating it within your relationships. He recommends something called the Harvard Emotional Vocabulary. Instead of giving a blanket response of "things are bad," this tool provides all the words associated with you feeling emotionally bad. For example, under the banner of bad would be anger, disappointment, and sadness. Seeing these words can help you better diagnose how you feel and improve the communication of emotions within your relationships. If you are asking for the right thing, then people will understand you.